With a screen, a knob, and a trimode connectivity, boasting a 3,750 mAh battery capacity, the Royal Kludge S98 is a stylish, feature-rich keyboard with a USB pass-through we all love from Royal Kludge Keyboards. Just when I was looking to get myself a top-mounted keyboard with my own money, Royal Kludge sent me this free of charge. And yes, this is a top-mounted keyboard which I am so excited to disassemble and explore with you guys. I tore this down and made a quick tutorial, so you may skip to that part if you want. I added timestamps below, so just give me a thumbs up or a sub and I'll be happy. Before I get ahead of myself, in its box you get the keyboard itself, its manual, cable, switch puller, extra switches, and a PET dust cover. Yes sir! As soon as unboxing keyboards, I immediately study the top case and evaluate the difficulty of tearing them down, and I thought this would be a pain due to how close the top case is to the bottom. But Royal Kludge added this God-sent prying tool in the box. Very good! Cased in full plastic, there's almost no hollowness to the keyboard. Moreover, there's no creaking anywhere, so joints and clips are tight. Its feet are the standard feet with rubber stuck underneath. I used to complain about that rubber eventually peeling off, but well, all good. Moving on, the knob has very little wobble to it, almost none. Very nicely put, Royal Kludge. Keep this up. For the switches, you get an on and off switch there, and this dial thing that is so cool. So you can flick this up to connect it to its dongle, and flick it down to connect via wired. So basically, you can connect this to two computers at the same time. With a dial, you can switch between both. So this has got cherry profile PVT keycaps, which I will comment more on later, yet they have their alternate functions printed on the sides in a more subtle color than white, so they don't pop out too much like older keyboard designs. As for the stabs, they are lubed, yet I hear a bit of rattling on the space bar. Other than that, all is good. Switches are linear viridians and require 40 grams of actuation force. These are factory lubed and I suggest not re-lubing them, but that's your choice. At least, you're not wasting anybody else's time but yours. These switches, I would say, are for those who want a more poppy sound profile, yet that would highly depend on your keyboard structure and dampening materials. Speaking of sound, here's a brief acoustic test. I like the colorways they're offering, with a total of 4 other color combinations. I got myself the turquoise green, turquoise green, as that would look cool for me. As for branding, you get one only at the lower right top case. That, of course, aside from the bottom sticker. Anyways, not too heavy on the branding, and that is always good. So this has multiple RGB options, which I did not care to count, yet I am sure this has got more than 15 modes, which is kind of the standard for RGB keyboards. Being an RGB keyboard, you may also choose static colors, which we will go over in more detail in the software overview segment of this video. Initially, I thought tearing this down would be a pain, as I said a while back. Let me explain. Upon checking the way it's just put together, the top case and the bottom case, that's gonna be difficult. Luckily, I checked. They gave me this prying tool right here. Yeah, I pried one off. That sound of prying off a clip is so satisfying. Anyways, there are 7 clips to pry off on top and at the bottom, then 3 clips on both sides. Once out, you get one long cable connecting the PCB to the daughter board. You get another cable connecting the knob and the screen module. Lift that black lock up before pulling. The PCB is screwed into the positioning plate, so be mindful of those. Also, being a top-mounted keyboard, the positioning plate is screwed into the top case. The plate is steel and again is screwed on a top case. Sandwiched between the plate and PCB is an insulation film, sandwich pad, and a foam. The case is dampened with a layer of foam and silicone. When I see silicone, you know they put a lot of effort into this keyboard. And if it's priced a lot higher than its competition because of the silicone, that is understandable because silicone is a lot more dense and is a lot more difficult to produce versus just stuffing foam inside the case. As for the PCB, you get south-facing LEDs with universal hot swap sockets that can take both a 3-pin or a 5-pin switch. Only comment I have on the PCB is its lack of screw-in holes for screw-in stabs. Other than that, all good. The software is complete from key binding to LED customization and macro recording. Also, here's where you will be able to customize your screen. You may add in photos or even upload a GIF. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you want me to create a short tutorial on how to edit your screen or how to upload GIFs, or JPEGs, let me know. This is Biboyharanero. By the way, I'll put links in the description if you're looking to get yourself your Royal Kludge S98. Do not forget to not subscribe.